2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time for the opening round action of the Bluff Championship right now. Hello everyone, Luke Elvey here alongside my booth mate Rich Beam, and out on the course is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. The crowd is up for it this week, I can tell you that. Glad to have you with us as we kick off the next event right here on 2K Sports. We head down to the first tee now as we settle in to follow our featured player. There's a rumour that this rookie on tour has started up some kind of rivalry with someone else. Henny Koyak is on the ground. Henny, do you have any more information for us?
Our featured player, although they're just getting established on tour, wants to take down some of the bigger, better players that are out there. Will Zalatoris is where they're going to start. And, well, despite the fact he's come back from injury, this young player can perform at the top level. He loves majors. So, with a Will Zalatoris defeat, you know you're on the right track.
It's always fascinating to see what motivates these players. Henny, thanks for that info. We'll be watching this rivalry closely. And that one has found its way onto the green. That's a good shot, but some work ahead still. 15 feet to the cup. Tracking. Well, Rich, that's ideal. A birdie to start the day.
Always a nice way to ease on into your round, birdieing the first.
And he finds himself in a tie for third. The second at Central Otago, Rich, is a par 5, which players feel like they'll be able to get there in 2, but they've still got to be very accurate.
They do. Some trees lining both the left and right sides of the fairway. Fairway does pinch in, so the bigger hitters need to worry about that. The second shot, though, back up the hill ever so slightly to a green that sits well above you. Massive outcropping of rocks on the right-hand side short, but anything missing long and left goes down to a really low valley area.
This is bold, going for it in 2.
Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This putt, it's 41 feet out.
He's going to like the look of this one. That'll be inside the circle of friendship. Putting for birdie here. And that putt will drop. Well done. That's a momentum maker, isn't it?
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Currently a couple under for the event. Over to the third here at Central Otago, and it's a par 4. The length isn't the feature, though.
Yeah, just a little bit different look off the tee. Got out of bounds down the right-hand side. There's a bunker in the distance that is reachable, so you have to lay it back short of that. And the second shot is to a sliver of a green. Do not miss it out on the right-hand side. It could go out of bounds. Why chance it?
And he's hit that inside the range.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
And that performance will now take him to 3 under par. The 4th hole is the first, the par 3s at Central Otago.
That bunker fronting the green is not in play. It's just there for aesthetics. Get you thinking a little bit. Anything missed out to the right is going to run all the way down into a really steep hollow. Difficult to get it up and down from there. Bailing out to the left is the proper miss.
That was a beauty.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Okay, he's behind in this rivalry. Let's see what he can produce.
Well, that's the perfect shape. Just controlling a fade. Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range. This putt to move into a tie for first. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. The 5th hole is a strong par 4 at Central Otago, Rich.
It's a long par 4 at that. You got rock outcroppings both left and right of the fairway. Try and avoid those at best. And the second shot goes back up the hill to a green. Once again, raised up a little bit. Long from back to front with danger well out to the right-hand side. A par here is a great score.
This is his 2nd shot. Got to admire that talent. Just green after green in regulation.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens in regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5.
This player is putting for fun.
And after that hole, he's now alone at the top of the leaderboard. The 6th hole is yet another strong par 4, Rich.
Yes, just that lone bunker down the right-hand side can only usually be reached when the hole is playing directly downwind. So anything shy of that is good off the tee. The second shot here, we've got a multitude of rock outcroppings there on the left-hand side, protecting any wayward shots. Bailing out to the right is the play.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
The rival is ahead of him. He needs to get something together here.
Oh, this one's going to end up inside the range. A good chance to move to 6 under par here. And he's down there. You got a read?
I've got it going left to right.
Not sure how that putt came up shy. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Still in the lead now after that hole. As we get to the 7th tee at Central Otago Ridge, there's a bit of a decision to be made off the tee shot.
Not for me. I'm taking driver out every day. Downwind, I can fly that rock outcropping. Into the wind, I need driver just to get to it. Second shot again to a green that's long and surrounded by humps and hollows everywhere. This is a beauty.
Well, there he is, Wake Forest Will Zalatoris, Rich. He's done the job, and he continues to do it out here on tour, doesn't he?
He does. He's just one of these players that is just a ferocious competitor, isn't he? Ball striking is amazing. The putting sometimes works with him and works, but you know what? He gets the job done. And so you can't emphasize that enough. You know, it may not be pretty at times, but who cares? He's getting the job done. And you know when you go head-to-head against him, you've got your hands full because he's not backing down from anybody, any challenge, any championship. The guy's a winner.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Always nice to have a birdie putt. And he holds another one. And he's building quite a sizable lead here. And that takes him to 6 under. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The 8th at Central Otago is a really long and strong par 3, Rich.
But it gives you a great bailout area on the right-hand side. You miss it out there, all of a sudden it could kick off that bank back onto the green. But if you get greedy and you miss this green to the left, you're going to have a challenging up and down from a low area.
Going with the hybrid. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, looks to have chosen a pretty good line. Started that well right. And back to the play, shall we? This putt is from 14 feet.
This for a birdie run.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
You know, to my eye, it's looking a little left to right.
That's a good putt to make that one. That's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Leading by 3 strokes now. The closing hole of the front 9, Rich, is a really strong par 5.
It is straight away. Just some trees down the right-hand side that must be avoided. From there, second shot goes into a green that is severely elevated. It's got runoffs going every single direction. If you have just a twinge of nerves in your chipping, you're really not going to like it around this green.
Standing over his second shot. Oh, absolutely flushed. 11 feet left to the hole.
A chance to get 2 back on the course here. This one for Eagle.
Nice stroke. And that putt will end up short. Just a short putt remaining here. And that's 8 birdies today. And as we make the turn, Rich, he's playing very nicely out in front.
I got to say, every facet of this player's game was in great shape today. Lots of golf yet to be played. Looking forward to watching it.
Wow, that was just striped. Sitting at 8 under. Great looking shot this.
That shot had Will Zalatoris doing a double take. I think he may be starting to take this rivalry a bit more seriously.
This putt coming up is for birdie.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. Currently in first position. The 11th is the longest hole at Central Otago, measuring 593 yards.
This is a whopper of a par 5. Only the longest in the game are going to get there in 2. Tree on the right-hand side. That's a great aiming point. For the layup, you're going to have to be mindful of some rocks short of the green. And then the third shot from there, better watch your spin. Anything coming up short right is going to fall well shy of the green.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Now he's got his eyes set on the putting surface. An aggressive play here. And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and getting rewarded for it.
And he's down there. You got to read.
This putt's going to break to the right.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Well, the 12th hole at Central Otago is a short par 4. Is it gettable?
It most definitely is. This is a tasty morsel of a little hole right here. If you can't reach it on your tee shot, anything out to the right-hand side is going to set up a very basic wedge shot. The green runs from left to right, right into the heart of it. This is a definite birdie opportunity.
That was wonderfully done. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Like the look of this one. Oh, just missed. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. This is a lengthy putt here. Oh, a 9-foot chance here. That will drop and it will extend the lead. Our current leader is enjoying an 8-stroke advantage. The 13th at Central Otago is a par 4 and another quality 2-shotter.
Need a strong tee shot right here. That outcropping is a gorgeous line from there. You want to hug the right-hand side as best you can, even bringing those rocks into play as missing it down to the left-hand side. Bogey will be a number that you'll more than likely put on your card.
And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards. Needs this to kick a bit left. Outstanding shot. High quality.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
Pretty sure this one's moving to the left.
Good-looking putt. And that should secure the par on this one. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. And just checking back in with the standings, and he continues to lead this tournament. The 14th at Central Otago uses one of the great design features, a Redan-style green.
It does. This green runs from right to left, repelling fades, encouraging a draw to hit into this green. This is a standout par 3 on this golf course.
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
The rival is ahead of him. He needs to get something together here.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Well, that's great distance control. Pin high there.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Trying to move to 13 deep here with this putt. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
It's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some.
Never quite hit that. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Leading by 8 strokes now after that hole. The 15th hole, Rich, at Central Otago. I'm just drooling. This par 5's another stunner.
I just can't get enough of how they've used these rock outcroppings on this golf course. They're so well placed, the beauty of them. To me, they got it right, especially here on this par 5. The only danger here, once you get close to the green, is going to be this deep, cavernous bunker out there on the right-hand side. But this green is user-friendly. Birdies abound.
This putt here to get to 14 under the card. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
A tricky little slider here. Downhill, moving to the left.
Not a good line.
Tracking. Oh, so close. Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. Oh, he's on fire today. building upon his lead, hole after hole. Currently 13 under for the day. .16 at Central Otago is the final par 3 on the course. Rich?
Yes, again, we have the rock outcroppings on the left-hand side, the bunker on the right. But as you can see, there's a massive false front, short and right, you want no part of. You're going to have to favor the left side, but don't catch the rocks.
This putt is about 17 feet long.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Is hoping this one breaks all the way back to the cup. No, they won't be happy with that. That's come up short.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Our current leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead. As we near the conclusion of our round, Rich, 17 requires a shot we haven't seen yet on the course.
We haven't. I love this fairway. It cambers both right and left into the center of the fairway, but the second shot right here sits well below the fairway, hidden by these rock outcroppings. So a blind second shot to a tiny green. This is just a wonderful, wonderful par 4.
Attaboy, good shot. Time for the second shot at the 17th. Oh, this one's right down the pipe. Well, what a wonderful shot into the 17th and sets up another putt inside birdie range. Let's catch up with Will Zalatoris. Didn't that look good for a long time? Just 3 feet to the cup.
Don't be fooled by the short length. There is still a lot of movement here to the left.
And after that hole, this player is ahead by a whopping 10 strokes. Well, that really puts our leader way out in front of the pack now, and it's only the first round. And Rich, as we arrive at the final hole here at Central Otago, I'm a little upset because it's been just a stunning days out.
Yeah, the largest fairway on the golf course here, so tee it high and let it fly. Second shot plays back uphill ever so slightly. 2 bunkers protecting the front right portion of this green, but you do have a little bit of help from the left-hand side.
That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. 9 feet to the cup. Ah, it's disappointing. So close to a birdie. Make this, and that'll be a par end of the round. And just a little bit of work was all that was required to complete that round. Oh, what a performance, Ridge. Absolutely dominating performance.
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.